TIFU by measuring a coworker's desk with my hands. This is incredibly embarrassing. A girl at work was approved for a couple new, bigger, computer monitors. She is a document controller and works with AutoCAD drawings. We didn't have a standard model for monitors above 24 inches, so I sent her a couple models and monitor stands via email and asked what she liked. A little while later on another call I walked by her office and talked to her about the monitors. At one point she asked if I thought 32-inch monitors would even fit on her desk. I found the dimensions of the monitors and started measuring the length of her desk with my hands in 6.5-inch increments. I found it would be a tight fit, but it would work. She then asked me how I knew my thumb and finger were 6.5 inches apart, and I stumbled. I couldn't think of a legitimate reason why I would know this. She then looked at me and went ooh, and started giggling. I turned absolutely beet red and felt my face getting hot and completely garbled my excuse that didn't make any sense whatsoever, and it made her start laughing harder. Her laughter drew in the coworkers on either side of her office, a guy and girl, and they came over and asked what was 6.5 inches. She thankfully told them it was nothing and just a joke measuring her desk, but I think my red face and inability to look anyone in the eyes may have given something up. I was so embarrassed I wanted to run out of her office. TLD, or one of my married coworkers and potentially two more coworkers know a little bit more information about me than a coworker should really know. Because normally I need to use two hands. Redeemed. At least you didn't whip your cock out to measure up. A US dollar bill is 6.14 inches long. I usually use the span between the tip of my thumb and pinky fingers when my hand is fully outstretched, because it's 9 inches. It's oddly useful to know general body measurements. If I need a rough idea, I know my approximately wingspan and how wide my hands are with thumb, pinky outstretched. Sometimes you just need a rough idea, and it's way more convenient than finding a tape. TLD, are one of my married coworkers and potentially two more coworkers, and they all have read it, know a little bit more information about me than a coworker should really know. Here, I fixed it for you. When did we get to a place where TLDR is just bait for the whole story and doesn't actually tell you what happened so you don't have to long read? What a coincidence that this lines up with a woman and her TIFU about having a 32 inches monitor and the desk not being big enough. Totally not a stupid writing exercise at all. I had someone ask how I knew the measurements. I answered, the length from knuckle to knuckle on my small finger is about 1 inch. The distance from tip of my thumb to tip of my little finger, spread wide, is 9 inches. The distance from my elbow to my longest finger is 19 inches. The distance between my hands, with my arms outstretched, is a couple inches over 5 feet. They asked me how I knew. I'm an engineer. I also do woodworking. Why wouldn't I know? At least it's not a ruler tattoo. I had a situation like this with my mom. We were at Costco. I was looking at some shorts, guessing how long they were. I asked her what she thought. She said it looked like 6 inches. Then did that L-shaped finger gun with her thumb and index. She told me that's 6 inches. I couldn't correct her because that would require me to tell her why I know exactly what 6 inches looks like. At least you didn't TIFU by showing you know exactly how much 4 inches is. I mean, my mom knows how big her hands are because of using them to measure horses. Question mark. Can someone explain why this is embarrassing? Why would it matter if you knew the size of your hand? D or one of my married coworkers and potentially 2 more coworkers know a little bit more information about me than a coworker should really know. Those 3. And all of Reddit. D. Neat trick. But measuring in 3 inches increments takes forever. Welp, you could have found a sheet of paper and used that as a measuring tool. Hey, I measured my thumb to pinky span so I would always be able to approximate things when I didn't have a tape. Aren't monitors measured across the screen diagonally though? I've got bad news for you, kid. Posting to Reddit isn't a great way to keep a secret. Alright mate, you got a nice dick, we get it.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.